I think Conor McGregor misunderstands what made him so successful. So let's talk about that. So he was charming. Being charming means you're likable. So that's one thing. But being charming plus disagreeable, plus not being afraid to step on other people's toes and make fun of them and be entertaining in front of the world, that's a recipe for being super entertaining. That's a recipe for being blockbuster. So yeah, Conor McGregor would say talk in such a grandiose way and belittle his opponents in such an entertaining manner with, he had that mischievous grin with those mischievous words. He would roast his opponents, but there was always a kindness in him. And yeah, he would roast his opponents, but he would put himself on the line. He would put himself in the line of fire, because then he would have to fight like a few months or a few weeks later, and he would back up the words he would have to say. And almost every time he would back up the words he would say in stunning fashion, in superstar fashion. And the few times, so he won almost every time, and the few times he did lose, he was willing to go in there, put up a fight, and entertain us. But yeah, in the past, I think in the past, Conor McGregor would do things like come up late for press conferences, and like we would be waiting 10 minutes, and everybody, Dana White, everybody in the audience, all the media members would be like, when is Conor McGregor going to come? But then he eventually did come, and everybody was full of love to finally have him here, and so happy he made it. But that's the thing. When Conor McGregor was in his prime, like, yeah, he would blue ball, but it's like blue ball, blue ball, blue ball, and then satisfy. Like, if the reward is always expected, then then it's not as pleasurable. But if the reward is unpredictable, it's more pleasurable. So it would be blue ball, satisfy, blue ball, blue ball, blue ball, satisfy. But now Conor McGregor has misunderstood this and thinks, oh, in the past, I used to blue ball people, and I don't know why I'm doing an American accent. In the past, I used to blue ball people, and that made me alluring. So the more I blue ball, the more alluring I am. But no, now he's just blue balling, never fighting, blue balling, blue balling, blue balling. No, you can't do that. That's not alluring. You're just being really annoying at that point. Like, his allure was like, he would tease you a bit, and then he would give you joy. He would give you pleasure. But just being, but now he's just blue balling, blue balling, blue balling, and years pass and blue balling. He thinks like, oh, I'm being alluring right now by not fighting. No, you're not being alluring, because the blue balling has got to, the pleasure has got to come at some point. If you're just being tweeting on Twitter and blue balling and not giving anything, people are not going to like that. And that's why I think he fell off and people aren't into him before. In his prime, he had his haters, but he had a lot of lovers as well. But now, even a lot of the lovers are going against him, because it's like, nah, you gotta give some pleasure at some point. Like and subscribe.